I have been a video editor for multiple national and international clients for over half a decade. And now I have so many clients that I had to start an agency to service all of them. But things were not always like that. When I started my editing journey back in 2018, I waited for months without getting a single client. So how did a broke and noob video editor like me go from 0 clients to starting an agency? In this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly that, along with the failures I faced and the lessons I learned throughout the journey. Everything started during my first year of college. I had recently moved to Guwahati for my studies, and like most other students who are away from their families, I was also going through financial distress. But I didn't want to rely on my parents' money anymore. At that time, I met a friend who was earning some good money through Fiverr by producing music. I was also doing some basic editing on my legendary Pentium laptop, so I decided to give Fiverr a try. I started looking through YouTube on how to get started with Fiverr, and after going through a bunch of videos, I pretty much got the idea of how to do it. And you can follow the same process if you want to try out Fiverr as well. The first thing I needed was some kind of an intro plus showreel video so that the potential clients can get an idea of who I am and what my skill level was. So I collected some raw files from the internet and spent days trying to create the best video possible. After the video was ready, I created a gig on Fiverr following all the practices that the YouTube tutorials taught me, and I thought it came out pretty good. So I set it live and waited for the orders to come in. I waited for a day, nothing happened. A week passed by, still nothing. Slowly the weeks turned into a month and I still saw no result. At this point, I became impatient and started looking for more ways to attract clients on Fiverr. One thing I realized is that I needed to improve my intro video. So I borrowed a camera, a mic and a laptop from my friends and went full force to create the best video I could at that time. I updated the video on my gig and waited again, hoping that this time it will work. Keep in mind that I was practically broke during this time and my poverty was at an all-time high. I stopped going out much during this time in order to save money and just waited in my room to get the first client. 3 or 4 days passed by with no result. I was checking the analytics and people were watching the gig but no one placed an order till now. This happens with most of the new freelancers on Fiverr. You can have everything right but people won't place any order because you don't have any ratings. A few days passed by and then suddenly one evening I saw someone message me on Fiverr. He was a guy from the UK asking me to edit a short vlog. This was my first opportunity to earn, so I didn't want to lose it. I went with the lowest price possible during that time, which was $5. There are a lot of extreme beginners out there on Fiverr, so in order to compete with them, you need to lower your prices, especially if you're just starting out. I completed his first order and got a 5-star review. He placed a few more orders that month and my profile was doing better after that. I got some more inquiries from other people as well. Not all of them became my client, but I remember that I was able to earn $50 in that first month, which converted to 3,000 something in rupees. After that first month, I kept getting more and more inquiries, so I slowly started to increase my rates. There is a golden rule that you should follow as a freelancer. If you're constantly getting more work than you can handle, you should start increasing your rates, or you can hire some contractors. Now I had a few clients who were giving me regular work. I was not rich, but I was not also struggling for money anymore. This normal life of being a freelancer, having a few clients and living a relatively comfortable life went on for the next couple of years. In 2021, my mom passed away, so I went offline for quite some time. I was not able to work or respond to any new clients during this time. I did inform my old clients that I would be off, so I started working with a couple of them after I came back. But my Fiverr was totally dead. I stopped getting any new inquiries, probably because I was not being responsive for so long. I was doing okay because of the older clients who were still giving me work, but I knew that if I didn't find any new source of clients, I could easily get back to zero. So I began searching for various methods. During this process, I met a mentor. He showed me a way that is still probably one of the best ways to find clients online, and that is using Facebook groups. So I got a good profile picture, a cover image, and also updated my bio. The main idea behind this is whenever a potential client sees my profile, he or she should think that I am a professional person. Here is how my Facebook profile looks, for example. Now that my profile was ready, I joined a bunch of groups where my potential clients were hanging out. These were mainly groups of personal trainers, coaches, and consultants. You can also choose the niche you want to work with. After joining, I started engaging with active people in those groups. Sent them friend requests and engage in conversations with them in the DMs. You don't want to pitch your services right from the start. Have a normal conversation and mention what you do. If they're interested, they'll ask for more. If not, just move on to the next person. Also, keep posting stuff about how good videos can help people grow their brand, their business, and all the other benefits of posting videos online. Post this stuff both in your profile profile and the groups. After doing this process for a month, I was able to get a few interested people and one of them became a client. This process is a bit tedious, but it gives results. You can't give up without at least talking to 100 people. Some of the people might come for your services months into the future as long as you are active on your profile. After doing this for a while, I found a better way to use Facebook groups. You will find a bunch of groups where people are posting to hire for video editors. Commenting on these is useless. Just go to the DMs of the person who posted and send your portfolio along with a message something like this. Hey XYZ, I saw your post on hiring video editors. If you're still interested, here is my portfolio. After sending a bunch of this, you will get some replies. Now you just have to talk to the person and sort out the deal. One thing to keep in mind that a good portfolio is the most important thing when closing new clients. Even Google Drive worked for me in the beginning, but nowadays you can easily create good looking portfolio websites for free. Some people might also want a demo from you before starting. If you really want to work with that person, you should just create a demo, maybe with a watermark to avoid getting scammed. The more you show that you can do what is required, the more your chances are of closing a deal. After a couple of months of doing this, I got around 5 or 6 clients and the workload was getting too much for me. So I hired a couple of contractors and started delegating some of my work to free up my time. But more on that in some other video. In this video, let's just focus on getting clients. By now, I have gone from freelancing to running an agency. And since I had people helping me, I also had some free time. So I started creating reels and posted them on Instagram. Fortunately, some of them got traction, which resulted in other creators reaching out to me for more work. And this time it was easier to close the deal since they already liked my work. This made me realize one thing. While reaching out to clients is great when you are completely broke, but if you already have a steady flow of income, it's better to start creating a personal brand on social media. This does two things. First, it will bring you prospects that are easier to close. And second, it will help you grow your following. And everybody knows that a lot of opportunities open up when you have a big following. So now I started creating reels attracting 1 or 2 clients every month through my Instagram and a few more through referrals from my old clients. Although now I have a team, I still don't take too much clients sometimes because it becomes difficult to handle. I am slowly growing the team before taking on any new clients so that I can properly service the ones that I already have. This is a golden rule for freelancers and even business owners. If you don't serve your current clients properly, your business will die out very soon. So before growing, make sure that you can grow without hurting the client experience. After seeing the success on Instagram, I started consistently posting on YouTube as well. And so far it has been going good with a few inquiries along with the channel growth, of course. So in this video, we learned about 3 ways of getting new clients, along with my journey and how I use these methods to reach my current position. Let's recap those methods now. The first method is to get clients through Fiverr. The second method is to Facebook groups. And lastly, build a social media presence so that clients reach out to you.